Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Morning Minutes. Myself, Michael Bergio, James Lameplow, episode 568. Are signboards still effective? Real estate at the moment, everything's about the new technology, the new app, the new software. So much is changing and evolving the way we do things. So we thought we should talk about one of the most basic items in real estate, a tool that agents use, vendors use to promote their property and to see if it's still effective. But James, signboards, the evolution of a signboard, it's come a long way from what it used to say to what we're seeing some new agents say now and variations. Talk about what the differences people have on signboards.
Yeah, well, I think traditionally back in the day, it might have just been a standard cutout that was just for sale. That would have been applied. There'd been one generic one. And as you say, the evolution of it has been growing into the digital print that you can put onto them, whether it be text and photos. And the next biggest craze has been the signboard QR code as well. So it's something we're familiar with. We've got a QR code on all of our signboards, but there are agencies now taking it to another level where we're not showing you any actual information. It's just the code, so that the people who are interested, they can have a look into it. And it's a big code, so that you can look at it from your camera from probably 100 meters away and probably get that link to come up on your phone. So it's bringing in new technology with old strategies and pairing them up for hopefully better results.
Yeah, and I definitely think there's still there's nothing. It's just there is a big place for signboards and signage when selling, leasing a property, especially with just so many people out and about, especially if it's in a busy location where you've got 10,000 cars going, like a Pittwater Road, for example, where there's a sign, an owner may say, well, is it effective? And it's like, there's something out the front of the building saying it's for sale, 50,000 cars going past it a day. Yeah. How much harm can it do? It's one of those things, it's like an insurance policy. The buyer who buys it may see it through Facebook, realestate.com, but then you may, if you've got 50,000 people a day going past, it's one of those things where it's a good insurance policy, and it's still so effective, especially in the neighborhood, in housing areas where a young family may know of another young family from preschool wanting to move into the area. So they're never looking on the internet for a house for sale, but a signboard comes up near their house. They call their friends, say, hey, you should have a look at it. So I definitely don't see the signboards going away. I know there was a period many years back where owners were like, do I need one? And I just think time and time again, they stand true. They assist with the sale. They're very vital. And then the evolution of it just saying for sale to images on there. Some people put a floor plan. Like, you've almost seen everything to do with it. And now the next thing we're seeing is the QR code, which I love the concept, because with a signboard, like sometimes you see some silly ones where the signboard's out the front of a house and they put the front photo of the house where you can clearly see it. So the point of a signboard is to, yes, identify it's for sale, but it's also to give some information that will want you to go to the website to check it. But having the QR code, especially with cameras these days, you should be able to just be in the car at the traffic lights, hold it up and just get the whole website and get all the information to the website. So that way you can have the property video. Because James, there's so much more info in the web listing. You can link it to a video. It'd be pretty endless for what you could do.
Well, that's right. And I think we obviously are looking around all the time and sort of comparing notes maybe with other agencies. And you see some signboards where the text is in font size, equivalent to font size 6 sort of thing. You can't see anything. You've got to be physically right in front of it to be able to even see and take in any of that information. So they're just trying to make it more user-friendly. And obviously it's not their only marketing strategy. There's 10 or 12 or more things that you might do per listing, and it's just one of the different ways that you're going to try and engage your audience. So again, it might not work for all. Some people might not identify with it. Some people might use them and scan in on them. but it's just another little platform to get more eyeballs on a property at the end of the day. So we see all sorts, and yeah, I suppose it's the way of the future. I can't imagine them going away anytime soon, as you said there, Burge. But
Yeah, they're just so effective. It's just such a small cost of $200 to $400, and to have this beacon identifying that it's for sale. It's just, I think, it's one of those things that's just coming more and more prevalent in the industry. So, what else? Window wraps. We do see the variations. I love it even on residential. If I get a block in a good location, I'll wrap the balcony glass that says for sale, get it above eye height, because there are some properties where the signboard will be hidden behind cars, and it can be a little bit difficult. But the need of having that identifier is pretty big out there.
And like, I think anyone that's familiar with the Brookbelt and DY area over the years has probably seen your face plastered across Pittwater Road and the more prevalent areas in the suburbs. And yeah, look, Birch, has that got you business? Has that got you phone calls in the past? So
definitely,
perfect. If it go on.
Yeah, no, I was going to say I think that's a wrap. Signboards, variation, the evolution sort of covers it. Anything else you want to add on to that?
Nah, super simple. Way of the world. Technology's getting on. Cheers.
Cool. Enjoy Saturday, everybody. Thank you. Bye.